From words of a young farmer. The distance from our house to the forest is about 20 meters. My little brother and sister often play there with the neighbors' children, but they never go deep into the thicket. Once I heard my sister screaming right from the forest. She called for help, because brother was mired in the swamp. It took me minutes to reach them. But when I got there, I found them both standing silent on the bank of the swamp. Brother was in mud up to his neck, breathing heavily. That evening I asked my sister what had she seen. Sister said only one word: green. Green? I repeated. What's green? I asked her over and over, but it seemed like the little girl couldn't explain it. She simply covered her eyes with her hands, shook her head and repeated, green, green, green. Since this incident, I began to notice a weird thing. Right at the edge of the forest, children stuck thin sticks into the ground, and every morning they impaled insects on these sticks. Few times they impaled frogs, even mice. It was a very creepy and obscure game, so I decided to spy on them. They just played ordinary children's games, but when the sun began to set, my brother suddenly stopped dead and stared towards the forest. It's green, he said. Green. Green. Rest of the children repeated. As I watched in awe, one by one, the children stopped playing, and covered their eyes with their hands. They all stood motionless facing the forest. I was terrified by this ritual and immediately ran to them. Why are you doing this? What does it mean? I asked roughly. They were silent and continued to press their palms tightly to their eyes. Answer me, I demanded. This is gratitude, whispered sister, not turning away from the forest. Gratitude to whom? I screamed. Without opening her eyes, she pointed to the forest and said only one word: green. I gazed into the dark thicket unsuccessfully, and then turned my gaze to the sticks. There were no longer impaled animals on them.